What if the reality you experience every single day is not truly real, but a projection of your own mind? What if, right now, you are living in a self-created simulation, like something straight out of The Matrix, where the world around you is nothing more than a complex illusion built from your beliefs? This isn't just a philosophical question, but a fundamental truth that, once understood, will completely revolutionize your life, including your ability to create wealth and abundance. Imagine for a moment that you could perceive the world with completely different senses, maybe seeing sound or feeling colors. What is real to you now would instantly transform into something completely different. This simple thought experiment reveals a hidden truth about our world. What we experience is not an objective reality, but is instead a subjective interpretation, shaped by the unique filters of our own minds. Even science is beginning to catch up, with quantum physics hinting at the fact that reality itself shifts depending on the observer, suggesting that the world we see is less fixed than we have been led to believe. You see, your external reality is a mirror reflecting your internal state. For instance, someone who always seems to find negativity in the world, constantly encountering problems and setbacks, is simply experiencing a reflection of their own internal negativity, proving that mindset is the single most potent driver of your experience. This is not just an interesting philosophical idea. This understanding is the single most important key to unlocking your ability to control not only your life experiences, but also your capacity to generate immense wealth. The mainstream worldview traps us, teaching that reality is fixed and external, a force separate from us, something we must simply react to, instead of a malleable thing that we can change through our beliefs. Consider two people. One believes the world is a place of scarcity. They struggle to make ends meet, constantly facing challenges. They are simply mirroring their internal belief. On the other hand, someone who believes in abundance and easily manifests opportunities and wealth. They both live in the same world, yet their realities are vastly different because their internal beliefs are so different. Most people remain unaware of this fundamental truth, sleepwalking through their lives in a blue pill reality, completely oblivious to the immense power they possess. But what if you were given a chance to awaken, to see the world as it truly is, a place where you actively participate in its creation? This knowledge, much like the red pill in The Matrix, offers a profound sense of liberation, freeing you from the illusion of limitation and opening the door to infinite possibilities. You are faced with a choice. Continue living in a limited reality, at the mercy of external events, or take control and start actively designing the life you truly desire, a life filled with wealth, abundance, and the freedom to truly live. The hidden mechanics of reality creation are rooted in the power of your beliefs. A person who believes they are not capable of success will actively self-sabotage, subconsciously creating the very outcomes they fear. And inversely, someone who believes that they are capable of anything actively creates results to match their beliefs. These deeply held beliefs act as a self-fulfilling prophecy, shaping your actions and attracting experiences that validate your internal picture. And the most surprising aspect is that these beliefs are not primarily controlled by your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is a weak tool, constantly bombarded by external programming and easily swayed by fleeting thoughts. However, the subconscious mind, which operates beyond logic and reason, is the real powerhouse, and it's driven by emotions and deeply ingrained beliefs. It's this subconscious level that's acting as a hidden puppet master, shaping your reality, and most of the time you aren't even aware that it is happening. The law of attraction begins to make perfect sense once you start to understand that your inner state radiates outward, aligning you with experiences that match your dominant vibrations, much like a radio frequency that matches the correct station. When your inner state resonates with the frequency of your desires, the physical world responds, manifesting those desires into your reality. If reality is indeed a projection, a mirror of our inner selves, then how do we actively take control? And if everything is really in our minds, then why do some people struggle while others thrive, in what seems like the exact same circumstances? In this game of reality, or this matrix, if you will, most people are unknowingly running on default settings, limiting programs created by societal conditioning that keep them trapped in a cycle of lack and limitation. However, just like in a computer program, you can rewrite the code by choosing to take control of your subconscious programming and install new beliefs which will bring you closer to your desires. This video will reveal how specific tools and techniques, like visualization and affirmation exercises, can be used as conscious keys to reprogram your subconscious, to unlock your hidden potential. Are you ready to take the red pill and learn how to consciously design your reality, create abundance, and truly live a life by your own design? Building on the idea that your reality is a personal projection, like a unique version of the Matrix, designed by your mind, consider this. What if it's also a shared dream? What if the world you experience is not solely your creation, but a collective agreement, a shared illusion crafted by the combined beliefs of everyone around you? This concept expands the idea of reality creation, suggesting that the shared consensus of society shapes the boundaries of what we consider possible. For example, most of us unconsciously adhere to a normal life script: go to school, get a job, have a family, then retire. This consensus view acts as a powerful force, defining not only what we see as possible, but what we believe we deserve. And this collective belief system can severely limit individual potential unless we choose to question it. The limits you perceive are often not objective boundaries, but rather self-imposed limitations, rooted in the collective agreement of what is considered normal or acceptable. Think about how deeply ingrained beliefs shape our perceptions, like a lens that colors every aspect of our experience, and then consider how much of that lens is actually created by external forces. Consider for a moment the drastic differences in how people from different cultures perceive the world. A person raised in a collectivist society, for example, may view success as a team effort, while someone from an individualistic society may view success as a personal achievement. These vast differences aren't rooted in anything physical, but in beliefs passed down through culture, revealing how deeply ingrained, often unconscious, beliefs act as filters, shaping how we perceive and interact with the world. And the most powerful part of this is that these filters are not set in stone. They can be changed. Your brain is constantly creating a model of reality based on past experiences and expectations, a process known as predictive processing. So, if you expect a bad outcome, your brain will actively filter out information that contradicts that belief and seek out information that confirms it, subtly nudging you towards the very thing you fear, thus creating the conditions which validate the initial belief. This isn't just about positive thinking, it's about understanding the very mechanics of how your mind constructs reality, which allows you to actively choose what to believe, thus what to experience. This brings us to an area where science starts to converge with these deeper concepts: quantum physics. The observer effect in quantum physics suggests that the act of observing a quantum particle actually influences its behavior, moving from a state of pure potential to a specific outcome. This implies that reality itself is not objective, but is influenced by the observer, meaning you, the choices you make, the perspectives you take, the beliefs you hold, aren't just passive filters. They are active forces, shaping the possibilities that manifest around you. Think about it. If you enter a room with the expectation that you will have a bad time, you will subconsciously act in a way that will invite such a result, and even find evidence that validates it. This idea moves beyond simply stating the observer influences the outcome. It suggests the observer creates the outcome. Therefore, your role in shaping your reality is not limited to your individual experiences. It is part of a continuous interplay with the infinite field of potential that surrounds us. Now let's shift the focus specifically to financial abundance and how your internal world directly dictates your external wealth. because the same principles apply in every area of your life. Your current financial situation is not just a result of your actions or your circumstances. It is a reflection of your inner state. It's the external mirror showing you what's happening inside. A mindset of lack, a constant feeling that there is never enough, will inevitably manifest as financial struggles. In contrast, an inner state of abundance, a deep knowing that there's always more than enough, will create a reality of prosperity and opportunity. Observe closely the daily actions of someone who constantly feels poor. They may overspend, worry constantly about bills, and focus on what they lack. This then creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, as their actions are in alignment with their lack-based belief. Conversely, someone who feels wealthy, even without large sums of money in the bank, may find that they attract opportunities that support this underlying sense of abundance. They might invest wisely, take calculated risks, and focus on the positive aspects of their financial situation. It's not that their circumstances are inherently different, but their internal states are driving a completely different outcome, showing that inner state dictates outer state. Let's dive deeper into the mechanics of self-limiting beliefs and how they work on a subconscious level to sabotage goals, especially when it comes to financial abundance. It might be easy to say, "I want to be wealthy," and even take steps towards that goal on a conscious level. However, if your subconscious holds deeply ingrained beliefs that money is difficult to earn or that wealthy people are greedy, then you will constantly make decisions that contradict your stated desires. For instance, a person who consciously desires wealth might find themselves procrastinating on tasks, avoiding opportunities, or even overspending money that they worked hard for. And all of this is a way to undermine any effort made by the conscious mind. These patterns of self-sabotage are often hidden, operating outside the realm of our awareness, which makes them extremely difficult to change. Imagine trying to drive with the brakes on. You can push the gas pedal as hard as you want, but you won't go anywhere because your subconscious is actively resisting your conscious intent because it believes that it's safer to remain in lack. Beyond your beliefs, your emotional state acts as a powerful signal to the universe, aligning your experiences with your dominant feelings, so what you feel is what you attract. If you consistently feel anxious about money, constantly worrying about bills and debts, then you're energetically sending a message to the universe that you want more experiences that validate that feeling, and the universe simply gives you what you're asking for. This isn't about blaming yourself for feeling negative emotions. It is about understanding how those emotions act as a barrier, repelling the very abundance you desire. Someone who is in constant fear of losing their job or worried about money is much more likely to experience a layoff or a financial downturn. You see, your emotions create an energetic field that attracts matching circumstances, a feedback loop where negative emotions create negative experiences, which then create more negative emotions. The first step towards shifting this is awareness. To understand these inner patterns that are driving your reality, because the moment you become aware of them, you can start choosing to change them. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance, caught in a cycle of lack, you must recognize your power as the creator of your own experience. So, consider the victim mindset that attributes lack to external factors, the bad economy, or an unfair world. This perspective completely removes personal power and puts you at the mercy of uncontrollable forces, creating a feeling of helplessness. Now, contrast that with a creator mindset which understands that inner power is the source of abundance, that external events are just a reflection of inner beliefs, which can be altered. The victim feels powerless, while the creator is empowered. This is the shift you must make to step into your power and begin to consciously create the life you truly desire. Now that we've explored how your mind shapes your reality and how your inner state dictates your external wealth, let's look at some practical tools you can use to shift this into a new direction. Visualization is a powerful technique for reshaping your subconscious programming and manifesting your desires. and it works by planting the seeds of your ideal reality directly into your subconscious mind. So, let's try this. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine your ideal financial situation, not just in a vague way, but in vivid detail. Imagine the specific number in your bank account and how that feels. Imagine your ideal home, the car you want to drive, the clothes you wear, and the freedom that this situation creates. Engage all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? The more detailed the image, the more real it will feel to your subconscious mind. This is not just daydreaming. This is using your imagination as a tool to plant the seeds of your desired reality directly into the subconscious, which acts as the blueprint of your reality. You're essentially showing it a future it can believe, and then your subconscious mind will start to pull that into your current reality. Affirmations are another direct means of rewriting limiting beliefs. These aren't just empty words, but carefully constructed phrases designed to reprogram your subconscious mind. Rather than simply saying, "I want to be rich," which focuses on a lack-based mentality, you should use phrases that reflect an already existing state of abundance, such as, "I am a magnet for wealth and prosperity," or "Money flows to me easily and effortlessly," or "I am grateful for the abundance in my life." It's crucial to repeat these affirmations with emotional conviction, feeling the truth of them in every cell of your being. Repetition strengthens new neural pathways, and emotional conviction plants the seed deeper into the subconscious. So, say them with belief and power, feeling them as true. This is how your subconscious can begin to believe the new programming, which will then start to reflect in your external reality. Gratitude is another powerful tool for shifting your energy, attracting more of what you appreciate. In a world where it's so easy to focus on what's missing, active gratitude helps you shift your focus to the present and also what you already have. For instance, let's say you're struggling financially, and it's easy to fall into a state of negativity. But what if you could also be grateful for the roof over your head, the food on your table, and the opportunities that you still have? By actively appreciating these aspects of your life, you shift your focus from lack to abundance, creating a ripple effect that attracts more positive experiences. The more you appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, the more good things you will attract. This energetic shift is not just about feeling good, it's a powerful force in the process of manifestation, showing the universe that you are already in alignment with abundance, thus attracting more of it. These practices are not just about positive thinking. Visualization, affirmations, and gratitude are active tools for reshaping your subconscious mind, creating new energetic patterns that attract the very reality you desire. If you understand that reality is a projection of your inner world, then these tools are your code editors, giving you direct access to your subconscious beliefs, allowing you to rewrite them and actively design a new reality. These aren't just things you try for a while, but tools that allow you to directly interact with the fabric of reality. However, it's also important to acknowledge that this process isn't always easy, and you might face some challenges along the way. One common pitfall is expecting instant results and becoming discouraged when manifestation doesn't happen immediately. This expectation itself is a form of limiting belief, as it focuses on a lack of control rather than trusting the process. This is not magic. It's a practice that takes time, consistency, and patience. Like planting a seed, you don't see the tree instantly. Similarly, you must nurture your desires with faith and consistent actions. Your focus should be on the process and not just the end result. It's also inevitable that you'll have to deal with doubt and fear, which can act as powerful blocks to manifestation. Those feelings might tell you that your goals are impossible, that you're not worthy, or that this whole process is just wishful thinking. To overcome this, you can use a thought-challenging technique where every time a negative thought arises, you actively question its validity. Ask yourself, is this really true? Is this a helpful thought? And then try to reframe it into an empowering belief. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you can choose to say, I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. Also, focusing on the present moment can also help, since doubt and fear usually focus on the future or the past. By focusing on the now and the current tasks that you can complete, you stop the internal chatter that reinforces limiting beliefs. Let's take an example of someone who has struggled with these challenges, but ultimately succeeded through persistent effort and unwavering belief. Imagine someone who started with absolutely nothing, completely broke, with self-limiting beliefs that had been ingrained from childhood. They might have experienced initial setbacks, felt doubt creep in, and almost gave up. But by using the tools described earlier, consistently practicing visualization, affirmations, and gratitude, they started to experience an internal shift. They noticed they weren't responding to negative situations in the same way, and that they were acting in a way that was more aligned with their abundance goals and not with their poverty mindset. And as a result of this internal shift, the external results started to reflect the new inner beliefs, and the results soon followed. This example shows that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth, and that what truly matters is maintaining faith in the process and in your own inner power. Ultimately, the journey of conscious creation is a continuous process, not a destination. It's a constant cycle of growth, learning, and refining your understanding of how your mind shapes your reality. It is crucial to approach this journey with self-compassion. There will be times when you feel doubt, or when things don't go according to plan. But remember, those moments are also an opportunity for growth, and they allow you to understand what adjustments you need to make. The key is not to strive for perfection, but to learn from your experiences and to keep moving forward with confidence. Now that you have this knowledge, now that you understand that you are the one creating your own reality, and that this knowledge is the equivalent of the red pill, you cannot unsee it. You now know how the game is played, and you have a choice on how you will operate from this point onward. Are you going to fall back into the old programming, or will you start consciously choose to create the reality you want to experience? Now that you understand that wealth is not just an external goal, but a byproduct of a transformed inner state, you can start to see the world from a new perspective. True wealth is not just about money. It's about an overall sense of abundance in all areas of your life. Now that you've been given this knowledge and the tools, you're faced with a question. Now that you understand that you are the creator of your reality, how will you choose to create it? The choice is now yours, and you alone decide if you will begin to use them. You are not a passive recipient of life. You are an active participant, and the tools that you've been given are the keys that allow you to unlock your own power, allowing you to consciously design the reality you truly desire. So, let's bring this all together. Your reality, as we've explored, is not a fixed, external force, but a malleable projection of your inner beliefs, just like in the Matrix. You are now aware of the code that governs your experience, and that code is your subconscious mind. This isn't just some theoretical idea. It's the foundational truth of your existence, and it's the key to not only creating wealth, but consciously controlling every facet of your life. Consider that every concept we've discussed, from predictive processing and the observer effect to the power of visualization and affirmation, all work together as a single system, like a perfectly designed machine. The external world you experience is always a direct reflection of your internal state. If you feel a lack of abundance, it's not because of external conditions, but because of your internal limiting beliefs and your emotional state. You have the tools now to change that, to rewrite that internal code and design a new reality. This is not just about wishing for a better life, but actively creating it with awareness. We started with a very simple but powerful question. How can we control reality and get rich? You now understand that reshaping your beliefs through visualization, affirmations, gratitude, and consistent self-awareness are the active methods to create the changes you desire. Wealth isn't just an external goal or outcome, but an internal state of abundance that manifests outwardly. It's an energetic state that you align with. These aren't separate practices, They are all part of one coherent system. Visualization plants the seeds, affirmations rewrite the code, gratitude aligns your energy with abundance, and self-awareness constantly monitors your internal landscape to ensure you stay in alignment with your goals. The true power lies in understanding how these practices work together, not just independently. The profound shift here, the essential truth, is that you are not a passive recipient of life. You are the active creator of your reality. This isn't a hopeful idea or some whimsical theory, but a concrete mechanism with clear steps you can take right now. Consider that our original question has not only been answered, but we now know that the answer is a personal journey that you are now equipped to embark on. This knowledge, this understanding that you are the creator, is not just relevant to your individual wealth creation. It's a much larger understanding of the power of your consciousness. It has implications that go far beyond just personal finance, and this power to shape your own reality isn't limited to a chosen few. It's available to every single person, waiting to be awakened and consciously activated, which shows us the vast scale of this understanding. The mainstream society and their fixed perceptions of reality are not the ultimate truth. They are a form of programming, an inherited set of beliefs that now, from your new perspective, can be seen for what they are. It is now your conscious choice to operate from this old paradigm of limitation, or to step into the power of creating your own reality. The power in this knowledge lies in this very choice, in that moment where you decide to hold onto these insights and use them, and to consciously choose them over old limiting beliefs. This is not a one-time event, but a continuous choice that you must make. The implications of this new perspective are profound. Once you understand that you are the programmer of your reality, you can no longer blame external factors. The blame shifts completely from external limitations to your internal belief systems. It's a major shift in your understanding of the world and also yourself. The only real limitations you face are the ones you create in your own mind. This empowers you to take full responsibility for your outcomes, as well as consciously choose to design the reality you truly desire. Because getting rich isn't just about accumulating money, it's about embodying abundance as a state of being and shifting the entire pursuit of wealth from a place of lack to a place of inherent abundance. It's understanding that true wealth is a state of being, not just an external outcome, and that when you embody that state, wealth flows naturally, effortlessly, and without any frantic chase. Now, let's revisit the Matrix analogy one last time. Choosing the red pill isn't a one-time choice. It's a continuous, active decision, a practice of conscious awareness that challenges the old programming each day, each moment. This brings the metaphor to its logical conclusion and also frames this entire process as something that requires persistent effort and daily dedication, which ensures that you remain in control. The tools you now hold, the techniques of visualization, affirmations, gratitude, and self-awareness are a complete system that works synergistically to maintain and shape the new reality you are creating. It's important to understand that they are not independent practices, but parts of an interconnected system, which provides you with the means to consciously control your own life. The questions we asked at the beginning of this video, which seemed so complex and difficult to answer, have now been resolved with practical steps and easily understandable frameworks. The concepts we've explored are not just theoretical, but active tools that require your ongoing involvement. This builds on the core idea that you, the viewer, have been given the power, and that power relies on your continued engagement. So let's release any remaining tension, because the power to transform your reality, to create a life of abundance and fulfillment, was always within you. It's not something you have to chase or earn, it's your natural birthright, and it is now in your hands to use that power. The tools for change, the knowledge, the techniques, they've all been given to you. Your future is not predetermined, it's not a set path that you are forced to follow. You are in complete control of it. The final idea that I want to instill is that self-empowerment, and your complete control is not something that you rely on an external force for, it's inherently within you. Now, a new set of questions opens up. Now that you know you can create your own reality, what will you choose to create? What is now possible in this new understanding of the world? This shows that our journey together is not complete. It's an opening to new territories and further exploration. If you can use this knowledge to create financial abundance, what else can you use it for? The power of conscious creation applies to every aspect of your life, from your relationships and your health to personal fulfillment and spiritual growth. This is not just a system for financial freedom. It is a framework that can be applied to all areas of life, without any limitation. So now, it's time to engage further. Share your experiences, try the practical techniques we covered, and reflect on this new understanding that you've gained. This is not just the end of a video, but the beginning of your active journey of self-discovery and your new path towards self-creation. And finally, let's set the stage for even more exploration as we continue to dive into advanced manifestation techniques, deeper dives into mindset, and other practical exercises, which shows that this channel is a continuous source of support and resources.